All right, hey Shane, I lied. One more. Let's kick it on down to Tuscaloosa College Station, where we got Alabama and Texas A&M. And man, this game, because of the Aggie struggles, obviously this has lost so much luster. It was a couple of weeks ago. They announced this is a sellout in Kyle Field. It's CBS on SEC, the game of the week in the SEC. At least that's how they all planned it. But now we've got a red hot Alabama, number one in the nation by I think both polls currently. And man, I don't know. It's hard to get hyped up for this game, but as depressing as that may sound, I'm wondering, Shane, if you think, does that help Texas A&M? Because there's not pressure to win this game. It's not, you're not going to get a week of hype and a week of crazy dumbasses like myself picking you to pull off the upset. I mean, everybody's going to be picking Alabama. Alabama traditionally has dominated A&M. I don't know. In a weird way at all, does that help the Aggies at all this week?
Abso-freaking-lutely, Mike. I'm telling you, if you told me to pick one game in the offseason that I'm most excited about watching, it would have been this one. But you asked me this week, it's not the best game this week, if you ask me.
Right.
It's just that's where we're at right now. But that, like you said, the pressure's off. I mean, they're watching the same film that we watch. They're going to think they're going to come in there and they're going to steamroll Texas A&M and get a victory and go home. Texas A&M has no pressure. They don't. If they want to try some new stuff, this is the week to do it. I think that plays a huge favor for the Aggies. So, I mean, we're going to see how this thing. I'm kind of surprised CBS didn't flex out this thing and say, "Hey, let's put somebody in there." But you're still in prime time, baby. So, I mean, there's still going to be a little added pressure being the 3:30 game on CBS. So, but yeah, this one I think plays in favor because they could sit back and they say, you know what, let's just have fun, man. Let's give these boys a hard time. So I don't know. I am kind of looking forward to this game still, but it does suck that we've got a 2-loss Texas A&M team going in.
Right, and actually, Shane, they've made this a doubleheader weekend in CBS. So this is going to be a night game on CBS, but I think again that.
Oh, is this a night game?
Yep.
Oh, okay. My
yes,
bad.
sir. So it'll be Georgia at Auburn will be at 3:30, and then this Alabama at A&M at 8:00 Eastern.
Oh, okay.
But I think that helps the Aggies even more because you're getting a rowdy crowd, a sold out crowd, and the key, or one of the main keys, of course. I mean, there's many keys to Alabama's success, but so far this season they have just been jumping on people right out the gate. And I think that's the only way A&M wins this game. You got to prevent Alabama from jumping on you. You've got to give the fans hope early in this game because, they damn near won them the Mississippi State game last week, just how loud and intense they made it. And, hell, if you're an Aggie, you already bought your tickets. You might as well show up and go wild in this one, and maybe you'll see a historic matchup here. And, Zach Calzada, I continue to say, it's not like he's this horrible player. It's just like he's just missing, open touchdown here, but he's just barely missing them. And who knows? I mean, if this is the week he puts it all together, I mean, that's an incredibly tall task going up against Alabama. But if he's able to put that together, I mean, hell, I think he's only started 3 games in his career. So we shouldn't be like just throwing him out to say, he just can't play at this level. Who knows, man? Maybe this Saturday night it was the legend of Zach Calzada will be bored, and that puts you right back in the thick of things in the SEC West. And this has been a crazy, crazy season already. And the craziest thing of all would be Alabama going down to the Texas A&M Aggies. But if you go to strictly talent, I know Alabama's got better talent than Texas A&M, but it ain't by much, brother. I mean, the Aggies are right there. You know what?
They ain't got the SEC championship. You know what I'm saying? This is their championship game.
Right.
That's the way I would present it if I'm Coach Jimbo. It's like, hey, listen, boys, all eyes are still going to be on us, and they're going to remember what we do tonight. They're not going to remember what we did the last few weeks or what we didn't get accomplished. This is the night they're going to let this be the night that you finally have somebody dethrone Nick Saban. I mean, that's the championship. That's all you need right there. That's the rat poison you need all over your lockers down there.
Yeah, could you imagine, Shane, if somehow Texas A&M does it and then they come out and they extend Jimbo once again a week after all this hot seat talk? You know what?
Absolutely, man. That would be awesome.
Was there any update on Jace McClellan?
Yeah, Jace has got a knee. He'll be out for the year. He's going to have surgery tomorrow, so he's out.
You guys have started just about every game pretty strong. Why do you think that is in terms of offense and defense?
Well, I guess it says something about good preparation, and the players have good intensity to start the game. I think, what we keep talking about is how can we sustain that? How can we, keep that energy level up for 60 minutes in a game? Hopefully, we learn a lesson about it's not just how you start, but it's how you finish relative to, especially when you're playing on the road, which is what I hope we learned at Florida. We got off to a good start and then, started to, be pretty average in terms of how we executed and what we did. And the consequence was that as the other team gets the momentum of the game and comes back on you. So we have to be able to continue to get over the hump and keep playing in every game.
Coach, this team's no stranger to playing Alabama or even playing a top-ranked team. So does this team right now have what it takes to pull off the upset on Saturday, and what's that going to take?
If we practice well and play well, and we will. We have to go get a good plan. We have to practice it, and we have to perfect it during the week, and then we have to execute it on Saturday.
And is there any more, excitement or energy knowing that you guys have them at home and just to have a team like that at Kyle Field?
No, listen, every game to us as a player should be the same. Your opponents are faceless. That's great to be in a big game and all that, but you can't look at that. You have to play the same no matter what you do, how you do it, and how you prepare it. Each and every week has to be exactly the same. And I know people don't believe that and don't think about it. If you're going to do it and do it well consistently, that's what you have to do.
Coach, obviously you're around Zach every day. Where do you think he is confidence-wise right now, and how do you make sure he gets?
I think he progressed in the game. There's plays. Anytime you're the quarterback and you don't win, everything is going to be scrutinized. And every throw, you touch the ball every time. And there's some throws and plays he'd like to have back, surely. And that's mostly every quarterback he ever played. And unfortunately, if we'd have made one more play and won the game, maybe it wouldn't be pushed as much. But that's the world. Again, that's part of it. And I think he's learning, growing. I think his confidence. As you watch film with him, he understands things, and he's getting better and better each play. And I think he believes in himself wholeheartedly, and I think our players believe in him.
Against Mississippi State, we saw Haynes King move off of his scooter and onto crutches on the sidelines. How is he progressing in his recovery and still staying on the playbook?
Oh, he's good. He's into every practice. I mean, he's into every play. If you'll look, he's talking to Zach every time he comes off the field, gaining information, helping, talking. I mean, Haynes is in every meeting, everything we do. He loves it. And I mean, he's healing, but it's going to be. He has to heal up. He has a broken ankle, so that doesn't just it'll be a long time. I think we're going to make sure he's fully healthy in the things he does, and he's progressing very nicely in what he's doing. But his mind is into the game plan, calls, meetings, helping, seeing, everything. He's doing everything he can possibly do.
Coach, when you guys go through a losing streak, even if it's just 2 games, how beneficial is it to have some veteran guys on the team to help keep them around the locker room?
Well, you do, and guys have been through things and understand. They're more mature and understand that. I always say things are never as good as they seem and never as bad as they seem. You have to, and if they're going to change, you have to change them. And I think the veteran guys help the young guys with that, because I think young people get so outcome-oriented, just like everybody did. We come outcome-oriented, and the way you change the outcome is change the fundamental day-to-day process of being fundamentally sound and being able to play that way consistently, down in, down out. And like you say, the other day, if we make one more play, we're in good shape. But all those games, that's the way they all get to, whether you win them or lose them. If you'll go back and look at most of your games when you're playing the SEC competition or big competition, it gets down to 1 or 2 plays. And you got to be able to make them and execute at those key times. And I think older guys can help our young guys explain that to them and help them get through it.